going on, guys? I was out here looking at the blue Trail Finder 2. Figured I'd finally go ahead and swap in that single speed trans since I'm not digging the 2-speed life. And it wouldn't roll. I've noticed it a little bit before, but my left front completely locked up on me. And I believe I went ahead and snapped the axle shaft. So I hooked it up to the battery and gave it a couple squeezes. We got nothing anymore. So now we gotta look at a whole new front axle. Or at least tear this one apart and see what we got. I thought I had a Yoda 1 axle laying around, but we used it on the mod rod build. And not set in stone with that build being like it is, so I may just steal that one back off. I don't know yet. Trying to finish projects and get all this little stuff done and taken care of. But I'm not sure about that rat rod. It's just kind of gotten too far out of hand, but I don't know. We'll worry about this transmission first and go from there. Alright guys, so here's the culprit on the axle. I don't know the culprit, but the knuckle, everything's fine, the bearings feel decent, spins freely, but our cup here is completely snapped off. There's your problem right there. So let's see what this side looks like. I just can't believe this happened just sitting in here. Because I drove it. I took it up to my land in Oklahoma and drove it, filmed that video in high gear because I didn't understand what was going on with the transmission. And we have complete carnage here in this hub. There's a whole bunch of little pieces of everything. But again, this truck was used, and as I found out after posting some pictures of the body it came with, it had been through several owners in the scale community. You can see some of the stuff that came out of the end here. It looks like a bearing may have blown apart or just given out and seized it up. So I don't know how that happened, but it is repairable. I mean, I could buy some shafts and yeah, put it all back together and re-grease it and replace the bearings, which I may do eventually, but for now I'm going to get me a whole new axle because I just don't have the time to rebuild axles. But I'll be on the lookout for some parts to do that. In the meantime, we get a new axle. Alright guys, so 2 weeks have gone by. First Yoda 2 axle I bought got lost. Amazon lost it at a distribution center and had to get the refund and reorder. Got it on eBay from one of the trusted sellers I've used before. So here we go. I'm going to swap this thing on real quick. I already went to my land and drove the leaf spring truck, so this truck missed out. I'll have to catch it next time. Also, RC4wd packaging, windshields, save it. Foam rubber, great for all kinds of stuff. This kind of foam as well. I made seat cushions out of this. I've made other stuff out of that. It's handy stuff, so let's get started. I got this one all wrapped back up. The Yoda 2 steering, I had to add some, I think they were 2mm spacers, one on each end of the steering tie rod, and that the mounts are a little bit further apart on the Yoda 2 than they are the Yoda 1, and it was easy to do, no big deal. You can tell that axle was very well used. Seen some life. After I got this truck, I found out from the grapevine it had been in several hands throughout the years. So yeah, it's definitely been loved, but it's still a great truck. We've got a lot of awesome mods on it that I haven't really got to try out. Remember the first test drive I did up at my land, I did not know how to shift the 2-speed transmission, and it was just stuck in the high gear. So it wasn't really a good representation of it. So now everything's set. We got the single speed in and the new axle on it. No more issues. Things ready to rock. It's got that awesome Holmes Hobby motor, and we've got that 1080 Hobby Wing Quick Run ESC in it, which I'm really excited to experiment with more because my 1060s I've had a couple issues lately with. I had one go out just randomly from sitting, and yeah, I'm not sure what was up with that. But I've been through so many of them. I probably have at least 10. Most of the rigs have them, rat rods have them, and you know, one issue out of 10, that's not that far off from reality. So but yeah, this truck's pretty well complete. I don't really know what else to do to it other than some sliders still. Still haven't got any cooler sliders, still running the plastic ones. I don't like that they stick out so far, but it is what it is. This truck is heavy, and we did lose a lot of weight with the pulling the 2-speed out, but we still got that front bumper, that kangaroo bumper from RC4wd drive, and yeah, that's putting a lot of weight out front where it needs to be. And these 155 wheels, I think they look pretty good in satin white, very stock Toyota-ish. Only thing left to do on it is need some stuff in the bed, maybe do some scale stuff. I think we might make another tailpipe. I realized after the last driving video of my land, the Amigo and the rusty stock TF2, they both have full exhausts I put on them, so I think we need to do some stuff like that. It's real easy, it's kind of fun to do, and yeah, but fortunately I can't get this out for a test drive right now, so we'll have to just wait and see how it does at the land next trip. But I appreciate you guys watching, and keep scale. See y'all in the next video.